Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. After watching the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, I'm more convinced than ever that Juan David Daza may be quietly exploring a way out of his relationship with Jessica Parsons. The two met aboard a cruise ship, where Juan worked as a bartender. At the time, Jessica's first marriage was coming to an end, and she found herself drawn to Juan. What followed was a long-distance romance, Jessica in Wyoming, Juan in Cali, Colombia. Eventually, they got engaged and Jessica became pregnant with Juan's child. Their story continued on 90 Day Fiancé after Juan was approved for his K-1 visa and made the move to Wyoming. But their reunion didn't quite live up to expectations. The couple had very little privacy, living in a modest home with their baby and Jessica's two sons from her previous marriage. Juan was visibly unsettled when he saw that their bedroom lacked a door. Tensions rose further when Jessica's best friend brought up Juan's past infidelity, reigniting old wounds. Life in the U.S. didn't come easy for Juan, and it became clear he was struggling with the transition and missing his former lifestyle at sea. As Juan tried to adapt to his new role as a stay-at-home dad in small-town America, he confided in producers that he was thinking about returning to work. Interestingly, Juan had never officially left his position as a cruise ship bartender, and his boss had been in contact, offering him new opportunities. Still, Juan was hesitant to be honest with Jessica, knowing full well she wouldn't react positively to the idea of him leaving, especially while they were planning their wedding and he was finally bonding with their son. Juan's lack of transparency with both Jessica and his employer raises some serious concerns. With so much at stake, his silence about potentially uprooting their lives again seems intentional. It's hard not to wonder if he had always kept the option open. If not as an escape plan, then at least as a fallback. Jessica seemed to believe Juan had fully committed to their new life, but his actions suggest he may have never been all in. When Juan mustered the courage to share his thoughts with Jessica, her reaction was about what you'd expect. She immediately pushed back, telling him that if his heart was still on cruise ships, maybe he should return to Colombia instead. Jessica made it clear she wasn't going to invest in a future with someone who wasn't going to be consistently present in her kids' lives. Jessica's position on Juan's job has clearly been firm for some time. This likely wasn't the first time they discussed it, and Juan seemed to know exactly how she'd respond. Still, he hesitated to let go of the carefree, travel-filled life he once had. This reveals something deeper than just career uncertainty. It speaks to Juan's ongoing struggles with commitment. His longing for independence may be outweighing his desire to build a stable life with his partner and children. There's also a serious logistical issue to consider. If Juan returns to working on cruise ships, it could jeopardize his K-1 visa process. Cruise ships operate in international waters, which would require him to leave the United States, a potential violation of visa terms if his green card hasn't been approved. One Reddit user, /TalkingMotanka, a former cruise ship worker, shared insight into the complications of maritime employment. They pointed out that leaving the U.S. during the K-1 process could put Juan's immigration status at risk. Given Juan's background in the cruise industry and his knowledge of the visa system, he's likely aware of the implications. His eagerness to leave, despite those risks, suggests his dissatisfaction with life in Wyoming runs deeper than just culture shock. It hints at a deeper fear of being tied down, of having to settle. Juan's desire to return to sea, even without Jessica's support, highlights a growing disconnect between them. He appears willing to trade time with his fiancé and child for a chance to reclaim his old lifestyle. The fact that he's even entertaining that idea, instead of exploring local job options, is worrying. Not just for their relationship, but for his future in the U.S. altogether. Financial stability is another aspect that can't be ignored. While working on a cruise ship can be financially rewarding, it's also unpredictable. Contracts can vary in length, and the income is often seasonal, making it difficult to plan for the future. This kind of financial instability can put immense strain on a relationship, particularly when children are involved. Jessica may understandably be looking for a partner who is not just emotionally present, but also financially stable. Cultural differences also play a role in this dynamic. Juan, being from Colombia, may have different views on family roles and career ambitions, while Jessica, as an American single mom, might prioritize stability and presence over adventure. This cultural mismatch could become a significant point of friction if Juan chooses to prioritize his career aspirations over his relationship. Ultimately, the question becomes whether Jessica can genuinely support a partner who might not always be physically present, and whether Juan is ready to transition into a more grounded, family-focused lifestyle. If his heart still longs for the high seas, this could be a major roadblock to their future together. It's understandable that Juan feels out of place in Wyoming. His life has changed drastically. But the repeated red flags throughout this season suggest he might be actively seeking a way out of his current reality. From unresolved trust issues to his reluctance to establish roots, Juan doesn't appear ready to make a lasting commitment to Jessica. His interest in leaving her behind to chase life on the ocean again paints a clear picture. Juan might not be prepared for the life he promised. In the end, viewers will have to wait and see if this potential red flag becomes a full-blown relationship crisis, or if the couple can find a compromise that allows them to thrive both as individuals and as partners. As with all 90-day fiancé couples, the stakes are high, and the outcome remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: the road ahead won't be without its challenges. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.